everyone, Kuri here with your weekly Oracle card reading. This reading is for February 11th to February 17th. Now before I start this reading, I want to take a minute or two to clear the energy that is around us. I've got my Tibetan singing bowl right in front of me, and I just want to ring it and just clear the energy that's clustering around us. So take a deep breath right now, close your eyes, relax, listen to the music that I have on. I'm going to ring my singing bowl about 3 times and just take those deep breaths, cleanse in energy, bring that in, bring in the light, bring in the angels' love and the healing powers, and just release any tension that you have right now, and envision that yourself is surrounded in a cocoon of love and light. And also imagine your room is being cleared of any heavy or negative energy. So take a deep breath right now, close your eyes, and just imagine this love and this light filling you up all the way down to your toes, filling the room. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Okay, now taking one more deep inhale and exhale slowly. And know that we're all grounded, we're all balanced, our chakras are all aligned. We're one with ourselves, we're one with the angels, we're one with God. And let's start our reading. So this week I'm going to be using a new deck that I just got. I've never used this deck before, so I'm really excited to be using it for this week's reading. It is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to draw 3 cards like I always do. The first card will be for Monday and Tuesday. The second card will be for Wednesday and Thursday. And then the final card will be for our weekend, being Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm just going to shuffle my deck from now. I'm just going to ask the angels, I'm going to ask the goddesses to just surround us all and to give us any messages that we need to hear right now. Now that we cleared our energy, these messages should come in very easily and very clearly. And my deck is shuffled because the cards are falling out. I'm just going to move this. Okay, this will be for Monday and Tuesday. This will be for Wednesday and Thursday. And this will be for the weekend. Okay, so for Monday and Tuesday we have the goddess, Brigitte. And the card reads, "Don't back down." And the card also says, "Stand up for what you believe is right." Now we've been hearing this a lot from the angels recently. In the past couple of months, we hear this every once in a while, to stand up for what we believe in, to stand up for what we believe is right. And we need to continue to do that. We need to stand up in a non-violent, a non-hateful way, and to say what we feel is right. When we see something that's not, that we believe is not correct, it's okay to say, no, that's not the way it should be, that's not the way it has to be. Of course, all in a non-violent way, portray this. But for example, the thing that's popping in my head right now is about GMOs in our food. Stand up for what you believe in. GMOs are poisoning us. They are slowly killing us. And we have the right to just say no to GMO. it rhymed, so it sounded pretty cool to use. But anyways, we have the right to say, no, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy this food that is tainted, this food that can cause serious problems within me. I'm going to buy organic food. I'm going to stop buying processed food. We believe that it is right to do this, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise that you shouldn't be doing this, because what really matters is you, your health, and your spirituality, and what you believe is right. And again, with spirituality, the goddesses are also saying, don't let people tell you that what you believe is wrong. And also, don't tell other people what they believe is wrong as well. We all have a certain amount of truth within us when it comes to our spirituality and when it comes to what we believe is right within this spirituality. A lot of people who I will say super Christians, they tell me that, working with these cards and talking to angels and talking to God is devil worshiping. And I don't listen to what they say, because I know in my heart and I know in my soul and in my gut that what I do is not anything bad, that this is not anything to do with Satanism and working with the occult and, whatever they may say. They're coming from a fear-based place, and I understand that they're not ready to accept being able to hear God or being able to hear the angels. And not all Christians are like this, so don't let me, I don't mean to put on a bad example of what Christians are. There are some people out there, though, that are very, very, I don't even know how to describe them other than that they're in an occult of their own. So anyways, if you're doing something, if you're working with the angels and you're working with oracle cards and you're talking to God, don't let anybody, no matter what religious background they are or what non-religious background they are, don't let them tell you that you're doing something wrong, because you're not. And always remember, and you can say this to any other person who is super religious freaky, when it comes to being psychic and seeing angels and talking with God. A lot of people have said this to me, is that the devil disguised themselves, or a wolf in sheep's clothing. And sure, there are people or demons or bad things out there, negative energy, that might come in sheep's clothing. They might portray themselves as light beings or something, or beings of love, just to get what they want. It is possible. However, when you ask God for His divine light to be around you, then these entities, these negative beings, cannot portray God's love. They cannot portray God's light. So that is just that. And so it is, basically. There's no other explanation, or there's no other description that I can give with that. When you have God's light, nothing can penetrate that divine light. No evil can take the disguise of God or of God's light, because it is just the ultimate power, the ultimate source of love and light. So if you have anybody who is saying anything to you about stuff like this, if you're doing oracle cards, or even if you're doing tarot cards, it's all working with energy. But if you work with God's energy and the angels' energy and the energy of love and light, remember that nothing evil can penetrate that, or can disguise themselves within that light. And that is the answer that you say to these people who are telling you that you're doing things wrong. So never let somebody tell you that you're doing something wrong, because it all is your intuition and God's love and light that you're being divinely guided by. So, putting that aside, that is what Brigitte is saying. Don't back down. And they're also saying, she's showing me her hands cluster with this cluster of fire, and she said, hold on to your power. Don't let other people take your power away from you. And when people start to make you think that you're doing something wrong, or that you are making you uncomfortable, then they're taking your power from you. And God and the angels are saying, don't back down. Don't let them take your power. Because we need this love and light within the world right now. And eventually, they'll come to the love and light when they're ready to. All right, so for the middle of the week now, we have the Butterfly Maiden. And the card reads Transformation. And below it says, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So the transformations that you're going through right now are all positive. They're enormous changes. They might be a little scary to some of us, but they all will bring great blessings. So accept the transformation. Welcome the transformation. And I know a lot of us are going through this right now. If it has to do with energy, if it has to do with going to the next step in your career, or even ending a career to go to a different career. Remember, asking the angels and God for help is going to help this transformation, the experience of this transformation, easier. Because we're all going through a lot of big changes right now with energy, with the environment, with spirituality, and with people finally being awakened. A lot of us are being awakened to what's going on in the world right now, what's going on a spiritual level, on an energetic level, and go with that transformation. We're all getting to a higher vibration. We're all going to a different plane. So accept the transformation. And if you're really getting overwhelmed by it, then it's all right. Take things slowly. Do baby steps. Work with your angels. If something is being brought on too quickly, then say to your angels, we need to slow it down a little. We need to not go at such a fast pace. I know that you want me to get there, but I need to go there at my own speed. And the angels will totally respect that, and they will help you to go slower, and they will bring things in your path when you are ready to accept them. All right? And then finally for the weekend we have Kuan Yin, and the card is Compassion. And the card reads, release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, is telling us to be more compassionate to ourselves. Release the judgments that we have about ourselves. All of us have bad days. So other people that you might come in contact with might be on a bad day. Don't let them get you in a negative way. Don't get frustrated with them. Just see the love and the light within them. And if they're getting to the point where you need to just step back, and that their energy is too intense and that they're bringing you down, then lovingly step away from that person or step away from that situation and pray about it. Send love to them. Send light to them. Send love to the situation. Send light to the situation. And things will start to turn in a different direction. Releasing the judgments that we have on ourselves and other people and situations makes the outcomes very, very different. They are positive outcomes. They come full of love and full of light, and then everybody involved in the situation will have more compassion towards the next person. The other thing that the angels are saying is work with Archangel Raphael to have compassion and healing for yourself. Things that you're going through right now, you don't need to go through them alone. You always have your angels with you. You always have God with you. Call upon them to help release any heavy judgments that you have on yourself that are within your heart. Remember, you are a loving, wonderful, beautiful child of God, created in His image, the divine image. We are all perfect in each and every single way. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and don't believe otherwise as well. You are loved, you are full of love, and you can share love with yourself and with other people. So that's it for this week's reading. I hope you all enjoy. I will see you next week. Sending you lots of love and light. Namaste.